Yeah, yo. You know, right?
Trying to get to you is like sending messages by sea.
I think personally, my opinion is that women kind of feel like second generation to it. They don't really feel like we don't really, a lot of times, feel like it's ours too. We feel like, oh, that's guys. Oh, you a girl rapper. So what, you don't say a boy rapper, you just say a rapper or an MC.
It's hard to be a pioneer. I think it's really hard for women to get power because they do feel intimidated. Because I myself, I write rhymes and stuff, but I never perform them or anything because I feel that I won't get respected. I remember going to a freestyle circle and this girl, she kept trying to jump in with all the other guys, but they just kind of interrupted her, went over her, and she just gave up. So that's how I feel. I feel a lot of women, they're intimidated and they're not encouraged to do so.
I mean, I'm a little afraid. I think it comes from, dealing with a lot of men in the game who didn't believe in me. And I know that's like some sucker shit, but I'm affected by that, regardless of, I'm a strong ass woman. But the reality is, like, it's hard to have a big ego when people are like, yeah, whatever.
Fear creates all of these types of obstacles that they put before us, so I really don't think that. I think that a lot of the effects of their fear will be eradicated when we start finding more creative ways to go around them.
Men have so much power in the world. Men have so much power in hip-hop. The only way that women are going to have some of that power is if the men help make it happen.
You don't want to help? All right, keep it moving. Watch out, excuse me, pardon me. We got to find more creative ways to get out there. We can't be discouraged so quickly.
Women in just hip-hop or any media, they do have to struggle with a lot more stuff than the men. Let's look at Lil Jon, for example. He's ugly, he's hurt, but he still gets the record deals, he still gets the women, and he still gets the fame. But females especially can't be necessarily overweight and have all the fame and everything.
Can't really have that many females in hip-hop really big or, looking kind of, because there's lots of ugly dudes in hip-hop that do good, to tell you the truth,
You see these ugly rappers making all the money. Fat Joe is extremely fat. I'm sure it's not good for his health, but he's still overweight and he's still making money.
People believe that women aren't, their part in hip-hop, their role in hip-hop is, in the videos, dancing, shaking their ass, bending over the front, touching their toes, all that stuff, getting low. I could go on for days with all these punk terms, but that's basically the only way women can see themselves getting involved is being one of those video chicks. But that's not enough for me though. I'm in it for the lyrics, I'm not in it for the dance. And dancing, I think women deserve more than just to be in the background dancing.
So I was out at this club with my crew and we were out dancing and there's a lot of B-girls in Fillmore Rocks. So we were out, we were straight dancing in a B-girl circle. So he was like, yo, you're a dancer, dope, it'd be really cool if if you check out, my work and if you want to be in my next video because we're going to do a shoot next week, blah, blah, blah. So I watched the video and the whole thing is like bad strippers, like not even like professional strippers, because I've seen some good strippers, like bad strippers in like some nasty ass room with like a bunch of nasty dudes. And I was like, how you approach a B-girl and say, yo, I want you to be in my video, and then be like, that's what I have in mind is I want you to strip, I want you to shake it. I was like, if I was on the dance floor doing that shit, then ask me, because then it's like, yeah, that's what I do. But to ask a B-girl who's like six-stepping, like, are you kidding?
Foulness is real. There's a lot of foulness out here. I mean, you got to show it the way that it is, but the images is it's disrespectful. If all of your videos got naked women running around, gyrating all over you, throwing you money, it's cool if you want to create your own fantasies in your video, but you know what? Mix it up. Don't be so bland. Sauce it up. You know what I'm saying?
Main women in hip hop is Lil' Kim, And I think I look up to her, or I like her because she is raunchy and she is scantily dressed, but she can sing and she can roll with the big guys. So even though she's little and she shows a lot of skin, her talents are not affected by it. She can be covered up and sing just as well. She can be naked, which she frequently is, and sing just as well. But the point is that her talent is in her voice, it's not in her body.
They don't really show other images. They just show constantly hoes, you know, with bras on, with champagne all over them and stuff. It's ridiculous.
You know, it's all about the same shit. I feel like I turn on the TV, I watch the same video with the same song and the same dudes in the same club with the same hoes, and it's like, I'm just bored. I'm like, no wonder this shit is so ingrained in my brain to be the same thing over and over and over again, that it's like, of course, if you're 13, you think that's hip hop. You think that is what is popular. You think that's what's, you know, gonna make, you know, little Tommy think you're cute at the dance. You know, you're gonna do it.
It's amazing to me that these people with this power steadily create the system that keeps us out when they have daughters. You have a daughter. Oh, but your daughter's different? Nah, your daughter ain't no different. She ain't no different from nobody's daughter.
What's really dangerous is that, you know, young women struggle with self-esteem and body issues so much anyway, that you put that on top of it, that it's like, not only are you not pretty enough and you're not skinny enough and everything else, but unless you take off your clothes, you can't even really be down anyway, you know?
Why I gotta like a hoe every time? You know? Why we gotta be looking like chicken heads every time? You know what I'm saying? After a while, it's like you start to understand that that's where the image is and that's where the money is. So that's what people buying into. So that must be what they believe in. Oh, we don't believe in that. We know it's not the real. Well, why are you buying it? What is it really? What really is it?
For me, you know, I like to look sexy like the next girl, you know, but there's a certain level where I will just not go there. I am not a stripper. I'm a hip hop artist.
I've been there. You know, I've been here several times, having lost the reality of myself due to pressure that was applied to me as a person that purged my heart and purged my soul, and in turn, due to my survival through it, helped me to understand what it is that I want for myself. You know, and help me even further define my purpose in life.
Black men are treated a certain way, but black women are also treated as black and as women. So like, when I hear even just a woman speaking on how she's being treated as a woman, I identify with that even more. So I believe that if there was more women in hip hop, then a lot of young women would be they would understand themselves better, because I understand myself better because I hear these people in their lyrics saying what I feel, and it makes me feel like I'm not alone. I think more women would be into hip hop if they knew that they weren't alone.